You were out there in the drive unzipped.
I'll give you easy access.
I'm gonna have to like make sure I look at you so that I make sure you can see the drive.
I'll leave easy access to you. You just never take it.
Really?
Really, really.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now it's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. On third down, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game.
They'll go again here with Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, thing you get.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. A run with gain. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. from the shotgun. It's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
On first and 10, it's James. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in, and that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Irving.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's
On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down.
at the 50-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. 1 yard gain.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Have it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 30.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Jefferson. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
And these are the situations that you just want to avoid at all costs. 3rd and long in the NFL, there's just not many teams that are built to operate under these conditions. You have to be more efficient on 1st and 2nd down. Stay out of 3rd and long, but definitely don't get...
And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row. The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. This will be from 56 yards away. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, here comes White. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll send their tight end left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen. On the set. Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. He gets in for an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 79.
They bring the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with James. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Third down and 9.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his man, that's Coleman. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That is fielded at the 13. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get Get set. Get set. Huh?
On the ground, it's James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A second down throw here for Purdy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Get set. Get set.
Throwing is Purdy. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Get set. Get set.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he will go all the way. And his 6th touchdown now for the season. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Outside. Watch out. Up.
Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
On the tackle.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Handoff here, up the middle. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Niners will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the return, here comes White. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. Has an opening past the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 3 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
They're trying to pick this up with a run. And a big conversion for 2. And it's a one-score game. The deficit is only 8. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get set. Up.
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
1st and 10.
Get set. Up.
They'll run it right here, and it's James. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Kept behind the line, and the ball is out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now give on the ground. A big hole. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Purdy using the pop pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
2nd and 11.
Get set! Get set! Up.
Here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Outside. Watch out! Up.
Purdy now from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. It's taken in. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. shot right the back out of Arizona State. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's a handoff to James. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10.
Outside. Back around, sir.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Pistol going to give it to James. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Stop.
Here's Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Outside. Stop.
A run with James. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Get set. Get set. Start.
They keep it on the ground with James. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Outside. What is he? Watch it.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Get set. Get set. Up.
To throw, it's Purdy. Escaping to his left. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
James. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Following the penalty, he'll run it. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Outside.
They'll run with James. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll run with James. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jordan James. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's Irving. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
Right back to Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll go again here with Irving. Room to run again. And he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Bucs are able to cut into the deficit.
15.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.